and get started. I'm Nick Rackley, Director of Athletic Communications here at Angeles State. We're here at the post-game press conference for the fourth and final match of the day of the 2024 South Central Region Volleyball Tournament, where Angeles State claimed a 3-0 win over Colorado Christian, joined by Angeles State head coach Chuck Waddington, Madi Parrish, and Caleigh Enax. Coach, start with you. Team seemed to get off to a little bit of a slow start, got going as the match went along. How do you see the match play out from your perspective?
Well, I think we stayed pretty steady. We didn't get too high or too low with our emotions, and the first thing I told these guys before we came into the match is that they're a really good offensive team. Like, they've hit for a high percentage all year long against everybody, so we had to stay in points, stay disciplined with our hands, blocking it, and apply some pressure from the service line. And I think eventually our pressure kind of wore on them. It made it tougher for them to score, and I think they got a little frustrated. And it allowed us some really good transition opportunities, to get up. And we weren't as clean as we would like to have been in transition. We got good swings, we got good looks, we hit a few balls out of bounds, in those situations. But the opportunities were there. We were digging a lot of balls, creating opportunities with our serve to make defense a little bit easier. We got to convert on those, I think, at a little bit higher rate.
You mentioned the aggression from the service line. I know that's something y'all always harp on. I believe it was either 4 or 5 aces in the first set alone. Was it something in particular that you were seeing from their rotation or their alignment, or was aces kind of one of those things where it just kind of...
No, I don't think it was just we tried to serve between players. We want them to have to move to pass the ball. We don't want to put the ball right on their platform, and so make it simple for them. And I think we did a really nice job of serving into that deep right corner. We caused a lot of problems in there. We had probably 3, maybe 4, like net tape aces. Which is completely random. It's not like we go back there like hit the net tape. We don't ever say that. So we served some good low flat balls. And it's just the way the ball bounces sometimes, So, but I think we put the ball in a good spot. When we weren't hitting the net tape, I felt like we were creating movement patterns that were challenging for them, their passers.
Mm-hmm. And Caleigh, over to you. You had 4 aces, ties your career high. Being a libero, not a lot of opportunities to score, contribute offensively. So what's it like for you to be able to not only contribute and lead the defense, but also be able to contribute some points from the service line as well?
Just serving aggressive, it just helps out the whole team. So it's not really a me thing, it's more so a team thing. So it just makes the job for everybody easier, everybody's job easier. It just puts us ahead, and it gets aces just really gets everybody going. So it kind of just helps our momentum, and I just like to be a part of helping the team and making everything easier for everybody.
Chuck mentioned Colorado Christian's offense. Y'all held them to a 189 attack percentage. So what was kind of the biggest points of emphasis for y'all to kind of hold them in check?
We just have, we have our scouting reports. You kind of know. We just have to be disciplined, trust each other on where we're going to be. We know our defense. We trust each other a lot back row. So I feel like we were pretty disciplined in the back row together. Just worked well together, and we have a never hit the ground mentality, never die mentality. So I just feel like that's kind of applies just for every game, not even just this team.
Good, Madi, over to you. You led all players with 17 kills. What were you seeing from their defense that allowed you to have so much success?
Honestly, this whole week of practice that we've gotten to have, we worked on a bunch of different shots, outsides, right sides, and middles. And I think when I finally loosened up a little bit, I just relaxed and I played, and Adeline gave me the balls. And I think overall, I did. Though my only kills were probably the shots that we worked on every single time. So maybe a couple good ones, but the shot in the middle was good, and then the line shot that we had, I probably had 4 of them, but that's what we worked on this whole week, so I think that helped.
And Coach, back over to you. Matchup tomorrow night against DVU. What's the biggest thing that you want your team to improve on and focus on for that match tomorrow night against the Patriots?
Well, number one, they're a high-level team. They're really good. They can score from a lot of different places. Their setter moves the ball around really well. They've got some, really high-level players. All-American potential players, and former, like last year they had All-Americans on their team. So we've got to be prepared for, them to serve tough, try to do the same things that we do, get us out of system, make us predictable, and so I think most importantly though is we need to be steady. We just have to be consistent with what we're doing, with our effort, with our discipline, our defense, and our serving. And it's the third time we've played that team this year. I think when you get 5 teams from your conference into the regional, you're going to have conference matchups. And it's a challenge to play the same teams again. Multiple times, 3 or 4 times. So they're going to come ready to go. I'm sure they will. I mean, they're a high quality team. They're coached really well. So I have a lot of respect for what they do there. So we have to come ready for a dogfight for sure.
Awesome. Well, Chuck, Caleigh, Madi, congratulations on the win. We'll see you tomorrow night.
All right,
Thank you.